I think a theory has been confirmed. So the last time me and Mayro talked about Arlo, I think we both mentioned that the main problem that Arlo has is that it feels like you can't differentiate between Arlo and Topic Arlo. Who wants to get lightnings? Everyone? That's the spirit.
Yeah, I'll get one. Yeah, well, I cancelled Usagi. I'm gonna cancel Arlo, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Acting all nonchalant about it. Interesting. What's Arlo's crime?
I've been watching Arlo for a long time. Arlo makes a big stink about Paper Mario, and I don't think it's necessarily unjustified. I think maybe I was like, when I was younger, I would have been more defensive about it, but not necessarily unjustified, although I think some of his, like, I remember his Origami King review seeming a little bit dishonest. Like making up conspiracies. The reason the devs didn't make the game how I want it is because they're like really stubborn and they like just think they can get away with it and they hate us or whatever.
That's gotta be like my favorite archetype of thing when people make a like video or anything. It's like, well, how can I make this about me? It's like, listen, when Walter White did it, we knew he was fucking going off the deep end. And somehow when you do it, it's fine, is it? Crazy.
Yeah. He was one of the big people who like spearheaded the like online campaign for like Thousand Year Door to be remastered, and there were even like people like I don't know, like it's a lot to say he's responsible for getting remastered, like probably not, but like
he was obviously like a poster child for the movement. It's fair to say.
I think he had a huge hand in it, to be honest, because there was so much outrage over modern Paper Mario, and he called for a remaster. There was a big like trending hashtag to remaster it. There were like people who like I believe who worked on Thousand Year Door who were like calling for it to be remastered. Like it was pretty huge at the time.
My friends, if you would join me, I would like to finally communicate to Nintendo how even if they're not willing to get back to Paper Mario's roots, at the very least, we want a remaster of Thousand Year Door. You heard me right. The time has come to really drive the point home to Nintendo how much we adore that game and how much we want to play it on our Switches.
This next video will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Oh, what is it? 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 What is it gonna be? Oh. What? It's a remake! It's, what is this? This is a full... This is a... Ah!
The top 4 games I started in 2024 and really loved, but genuinely didn't have time to finish. Coming in at number 4, we've got Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Oh no!
I had a ton of fun streaming the first couple chapters, but then other games just like kind of just kept coming out. And since I've already played the original Thousand Year Door so many times, new experiences unfortunately took priority.
You made such a stink about it, and you haven't like even bothered to play it. Like that's your brand.
That's actually, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean maybe he has since and just hadn't talked about it. But like I used to listen to all the Topic Arlos, but I haven't been listening to them lately because they well.
I wonder. Let's put it that way. I wonder. Because obviously, like, I don't have as much of a connection. I only really started watching him, you know, like after, like I started reacting basically, and I'm like, oh, this guy seems cool. And I went back and watched some of his reviews. I'm like, oh, actually kind of like. I watched his Mega Dimensions review, and I felt like he was decently thorough and fair, even if I disagreed with him in places. So then, like, just seeing him just go, guys, we need a direct right now. I'm just like, are we? I'm sorry, like, do you know what makes it worse on him, I would say, than Nintendo Land? Like, with Nintendo Land, you could at least give him a pass and say, listen, Musty, my view's kind of down, okay? I need that money. Yeah. But with, what's it, Arlo, he's obviously built himself an audience for people that want to see his reviews. So, like, he has an audience that he could, like, that he's already built up for his reviews. And he's decided, okay, let's do topical news stuff. I'm like, okay, fair, okay. Everyone's got a second no slop channel. Let's all do it.
Yeah.
And then instead of, like, you know, talking about, like, using that as a way to, like, pivot into other stuff, or let's just talk about news in general, guys, direct. We need direct. Guys, did you know there hasn't been a direct? And
I feel like his second channel is just the same videos he would make on main channel, but without good quality.
You're not the first person I've heard say that. And I'm just like... I'm starting to see it. I'm always a bit cognizant of some of the critiques I say about people, because I'm just like, if I say it, it comes across as being a cunt, which I deliberately want to be. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. When I'm trying to say something in earnest, I at least want it to be like, okay, if other people have also said it, then I know I'm not just saying this just to be a cunt, you know? Like, it's actually like a thing, you know? But like, yeah, I've heard loads of people say exactly that, so I'm just like, my assumption might be the case where it does actually feel that way. You know what I mean? I think the best example was of exactly that, where he kind of has two channels and just kind of picks and chooses which one he uploads to. Is the stock video, like on his main channel, the one like Nintendo stock down. He didn't use the puppet a single time. Like he rambled way more than he should have. Like you could easily cut that videos down at the runtime in half and it'd still be the same. So I'm just like, what are we doing here? And I think that's probably the worst thing he's done. I don't think it's unsalvageable, just to clarify, but I think that's probably the worst thing he's done. In that, I think Rootmaster said this in one of my comments. In that, I'm not sure when I watch a video now if I'm going to get like good Arlo or bad Arlo.
Yeah.
And like that, when your community starts thinking about your content like that, that's when you know like you're like rapidly approaching death's door. And genuinely not me exaggerating. That's like the worst thing you can do as a content creator is when like people aren't sure if they're going to get what they subscribe for if they click on one of your videos. And I think the reason why he's like weathering the storm better than say Nintendo Land is because I think he's built up a lot of goodwill, which might be quickly deteriorating if he keeps at this pace. You know.
For sure. I mean, I'm sure it takes him a lot of time. I didn't make video game reviews, so I can't judge.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I want to hear what he thinks about like Tears of the
games.
Kingdom. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. Like just games in general. Like even I'm kind of bad at this in all fairness. Where like I said, I'm just gonna like review smaller games on my member stuff. But like you have a whole channel where you can just like do that. Just do that, man. I don't know. I don't get it personally. So then of course, this video gets put into my react segment, right? This video right here. Oh, how about that Super Mario Galaxy movie spoiler-free review? We're doing a spoiler-free review. Like, what's it like? How long was it? Like 9 days after the film came out. I feel like you could talk about spoilers in your video. I think it'd be fine. I feel like if you did a review like 1 or 2 days after, probably want it to be spoiler-free. I feel like 9 days in, good chunk of people have seen it. I feel like you could get away with spoilers, right? But that wasn't my issue, gamers. My issue was, as I slowly watched this video, gamers, I noticed something. I noticed something very, very, very strange about the Puppet Man. The iconic blue puppet is nowhere to be seen. So I'm just like, It's almost as if this should have been a Topic Arlo video. And gamers, I'm not theorizing. He says that.
Was pretty darn fun. Like, man, I mean, like, I gotta do like a main channel video on this or something. It's like,
one more time? One more time, Arlo?
Man, I mean, like, I gotta do like a main channel video on this or something. It's like,
oh man.
Can I see you as my crush? I will not
He just said the gamers. He just says it. So when Wootmaster proposed that theory, like I'd say a month ago, where he said, I think Arlo making Topic Arlo was one of the worst decisions he ever made because it led to his content just being lower quality in general. I'm like, well, if he delineates between the two channels, I don't see what the issue is. But gamers.
Like, man, I mean, like, I gotta do like a main channel video on this or something. It's like,
Carlo's won, gamers. Arlo won. And I've never been more upset. It might just be over, gamers. It might be over. Bro forgot he was on main. But it's just a bit of a, like I said, like the one issue I had with Arlo is that like it feels like the both types of content kind of meld into one. Whereas like I feel like delineate between the two is like the perfect marriage, you know? Like I feel like there's a big difference between Nathaniel Bandy and Bandy's Mid, Scott Nawaz and Scott Stash, Worsty and Musty. Like Worsty's just like you get a stream segment and that's it. With this channel, like you're gonna get the live streams and like more edited content. I feel like I do a good job making delineation, and yet he just kind of posts to either one. It's just like, oh, okay. It's rare that you get like a silver bullet like this, but I was watching and I'm just like, oh, well, that's just sad, isn't it? That's just a bit. Is this thing on our? It's just a bit of a shame, isn't it? Just a bit of a shame, I'd say. Yeah, I think it might be. I think it might be over, gamers. I think it might be over. I think someone also pointed this out in the comments. Oh, yeah, right here. Topic Arlo is the main channel confirmed. We live in the sad timeline. I caught that too. It's possible that he thought this was going to go on Topic Arlo before it changed his mind. Yeah, except what that's the issue though, is that like now we can't tell which one's which, you know? That's the issue. That's the big issue with like Arlo and Topic Arlo content, is that the Topic Arlo stuff is supposed to be kind of throwaway, and it's supposed to be like a bit more like refined and edited. But yeah, as you can tell, guys, this was about Topic Arlo quality in that it was just kind of rambly. It was I kind of stuck this on the background. I just heard this and my ears perked up. I'm like, oh, sad that he doesn't know how to make good videos anymore, gamers. Yeah, I don't know. Venom. No! No! Not Carlo! Not Carlo! That's a good edit. That's a good one.